Good to be here in Los Angeles, right? That's where we are, Los Angeles. I live in New York City. Sometimes people argue, what's the best city? I hate when people say they live in the best city. You know, a lot of people in New York think, we live in the greatest city. New York's the greatest city on earth. How can you say any city is the greatest city? Unless you've been to every single city, right? What do you know? Maybe there's a city somewhere in Indonesia where there's like 28 people. 26 of them are hot chicks that'll you for a nickel. You know? And the other two are dudes that give you nickels. Now, that's a good city, you know? You want to check that out before you go jumping to any greatest city on earth conclusions. That's all I'm saying. New York, man, that's a very in-your-face kind of place. I was on a train the other day in the subway, and this guy yells across the tracks. He just yells across the tracks. He goes, "Yo, Monica! Yo, Monica, yo, you got AIDS, yo!" And I thought, wow, that's how they tell you? That Michael Moore is right. We have the worst healthcare system. Up in Canada, they probably call you up, right? Maybe an email or something. They don't just hire some kid to scream across the subway tracks. Some people stay happy. You see happy people everywhere, even when they shouldn't be happy. They have no right to be happy, but they're happy as hell. Like I saw these homeless guys, and they were singing a cappella. They were a homeless a cappella group. They were homeless, singing a cappella, shaking a cup for money. First of all, how do those guys even meet? You know, how do you... It's hard enough to form a band when you got a house and a phone and all kinds of other band-forming apparatuses, you know, but how do you bump into other a cappella enthusiasts when you're out there on the homeless scene, you know? You think you're just sitting around the shelter one day? I need some crack. Me too, me three. Oh. Some people are way too happy. These people that make waiters sing happy birthday to them in restaurants, when they're grown-ups and they're adults, it's not Chuck E. Cheese, they're adult, grown-up people, and now every restaurant you go to, it's like happy birthday singing time, like it doesn't suck enough to be a waiter. Now you gotta become some kind of cabaret lounge act, celebrating some guy not dying for the last 365 days. Did you do anything special for birthdays? Man, I was in a restaurant the other day, they came out at least four separate times to sing happy birthday to all the different tables. You can't even place your order because your waiter's gotta become part of the shenanigans at table 5, you know. 4 different times singing happy birthday to adults, and they gotta make a big deal out of it. They gotta go in the back, they gotta dim the lights, you bring a cupcake with a sparkler or a candle on it or something. Even the dishwasher's out there singing to people. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. It's my birthday too, but no one's singing happy birthday to me because I'm in the back washing dishes for 50 cents an hour, but somehow I'm the bad guy for taking away American jobs. What job am I taking away? Who wants to wash a dish for 50 cents an hour? Okay, yes, arguably, all of us coming over like this collectively lowers the labor rates in the country. We could debate it on those merits, but no, you're taking my job, you're taking my job, you're taking my job. What kind of ignorant is that? You're taking your job. You have to ask yourself, are you willing to pay the increased cost of paying a prevailing wage for some slob to stand back there washing dishes? No, you're not willing to pay the increased cost. You want the cheap labor, but then you want to complain about people taking their jobs. If you really want to stem the tide of illegal immigration, why don't you penalize the employers who hire us? Oh, because that will be politically unpopular. How old are you now? Now, Tiger Woods is just got out of rehab, I guess, for being like a sex addict or like a dude. And there's a lot of hypocrites on TV, all the relationship experts talking about, you know, how do you avoid trouble in your relationship? More communication. That's what they say, right? You need more communication. You think that's the secret? More communication? There's too much communication. That's the problem. Too much texting, too much email. It's just too easy to get caught. That's the problem right now. Look at Thomas Jefferson. Look at Thomas Jefferson. He cheated on his wife with a slave in the 1700s. They caught him 4 years ago. Now, if you cheat on your wife and you cover it up for 200 years, you're pretty much thinking you're home free. That's all I'm saying. More communication. How is he supposed to communicate? What was he supposed to do? How could he communicate that problem? How would communication help? Elin, I think we really need to communicate. I really, really want to have sex with other women. It's really hard not to. I really want to. I'm a very successful celebrity, and women throw themselves at me, and I want to have sex with them. I want to have sex with other women sometimes, because I was a loser, nerdy little golfer geek for years, and now I have access to all these women, and it's very hard to just turn that button off. I mean, I really want to have sex with them, and it would mean nothing to me. I love you, and I love our family, but occasionally I want to have sex with some women, it would mean nothing. And I know you don't understand, because men and women are different like that. Like, I don't understand a lot of things about you. Like, I don't understand how much you love shoes. You know? But if hundreds of free pairs of shoes showed up in your hotel room every night, I guarantee you'd keep a pair every once in a while. Thank you very much.